It's the internet. You're busy. Jeff Grubb here. Let's do this. For GameSpeed.com, we're reviewing the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. So, Nintendo Switch, it's out, or at least coming out this weekend. I did a review of that. You can see that on GameSpeed.com or on my YouTube. Here is the controller, though. The Pro Controller does not come with the system. If you want to play with a controller that comes with the system, you're going to be using something like this. This is the Switch Joy-Cons connected to its grip dock. And let's go ahead and put these up side by side, and you can kind of see the difference. This is definitely more comfortable, definitely more traditional. There's some key things that I want to point out about why this is more comfortable. But first, let's kind of go over the basics. It's $70, so it's $10 more expensive than an Xbox One or PlayStation 4 or DualShock 4 controllers. That's quite... I think it's a little silly. However, it is at least as good as those. It feels pretty good anyhow. I think that the analog sticks feel wonderful. The D-pad feels great. The buttons, everything just feels great. It's a solid controller. It's nice and solid. It charges with USB-C. It connects to the Switch instantaneously without much effort. Switching between the controllers isn't a lot of work. You just hold down L and R after syncing, and it'll all come together. I will say that the reason you might want this, especially over this, which I'm fine with this. It's just there's a problem with the button placement. If you look and it's going to be a little bit out of focus because the camera's focusing on me. If you look and see, the buttons and the sticks are right on top of each other. So what happens is, I'll use this as an example. It means that when you try to move your thumb down to from the face buttons to the stick, you have to kind of do this. But what's actually more natural is to do this. And the Pro Controller has the stick and buttons set up like that. So when you go, it's just a natural thumb motion that is far more comfortable than the sort of claw you have to do here to get from the buttons to the stick. So I think that's a key reason why you might want to pick this up, is because for a long game like Zelda, this is going to be more comfortable. When you are using this controller, it is, like I said, all the buttons feel good. The placement's really good. You have the plus, minus, and then I think you have the home button and the share button. I really like the placement of all these buttons. They're easy to reach. They're you can get to them during gameplay, no problem. I often find myself, when using the Switch as a portable or with the Joy-Con grip, having to sort of look around for the minus button, or having to search for the share button before I can actually take a picture. This, my thumb just finds it. It's not an issue. Let's see some other things. I have some gameplay here that you guys should be able to see. Let's go ahead. Let's get past this. I have been using the Pro... Okay, so let's say for the first 25 hours of Zelda, I was using the Switch as a portable and on the TV with the Joy-Con grip. For the last 10 or so, I've been using the Pro Controller. And I'll say that using using the Switch as a portable, using the Joy-Con grip, totally works. It's totally acceptable. It's just fine. You'll be happy with the results. However, the Pro Controller does make a difference in terms of my ability to play for a long time without any issue about comfort or anything like that. So let's go ahead and jump on my horse here. I'll kind of point out that so if you're running and moving, it's often hard to reach the share button or the minus button in the middle of gameplay, and the minus button brings up the map. And it's super simple to do it on this, but when you're just using the Joy-Cons, this minus button, it's way up here, and it just doesn't make any sense. And now I've activated this, so this is the screen that you'll see when you're supposed to be picking controllers. You just hit L and R, hit A, and then on the bottom here you get the indicator light that shows you you're player 1. Beyond that, it's a solid controller. I recommend it if you have the money. If you are going to be playing a lot of games like Zelda on your Switch, if you're going to be using it primarily as a portable device, maybe don't get this. When you think of the Switch as as a system, and you're like, how am I going to play games on that system? If you typically envision yourself in bed playing, as a handheld, on the go, during your commute, on the toilet, all these things, don't get this. I don't think you need it. If you are looking for a second controller for local co-op games, well, I mean, you do have the 2 Joy-Cons, but if you want something a little bit more robust, maybe this is the one to get instead of like 2 additional Joy-Cons, unless you want to have 4 motion controllers for games or something. But yes, if you are thinking of the Switch as a television device, as a console that you're going to play on the television, and you want games like Zelda that you're going to play for hours and hours, dozens of hours, it's a long game, then yes, the Pro Controller is for you. $70 is expensive, no doubt, but at least it's not garbage. It is the best Pro Controller that Nintendo's made so far, I would say. If I could connect this to the PC, I haven't tried yet. It might be Bluetooth, but I mean, even if I could connect it to the PC, I would likely still end up using an Xbox One S controller over any of the others. I think that's probably the best one for me. But if this did work and I didn't have that, I would be happy playing PC games with this to kind of give you an idea of like how highly I regard it. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. Jeff Grubb, GamesBeat.com for more. And I'm going to have more videos. You guys keep an eye out. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you around.